Om Shanti. I create the awareness of myself as pure, calm, cool. My nature, very, very calm. When there is inner calmness, no turbulence, no disturbance. The thoughts are clear, intellect is clear. One is able to find the answers and the solutions. And also, if there is any conflict where there is reactions, I'm able to settle karmic accounts completely, not leaving the traces. Applying a dot also helps. And one is very constructive. So it's important to underline that my nature should be very calm and cool. Respond to everything with cool nature. Om Shanti.
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
स्वराज अधिकार का चार्टर आपके लिए भविष्य बद क्या शिकल दिखाने का दर्पण। जब स्वराज में कंट्रोलिंग पावर नहीं है तो विश्व के राज में कंट्रोल क्या करेंगे? तो राजा कैसे बनेंगे? वहां तो सब एक्यूरेट है। कंट्रोलिंग पावर, रूलिंग पावर सब शुद्ध है। संगम युग के पुरुषार्थ की प्रारब्ध के रूप में है। तो संगम युग अर्थात वर्तमान समय अगर कंट्रोलिंग पावर, रूलिंग पावर कम है तो पुरुषार्थ कम तो प्रारब्ध क्या होंगी? हिसाब करने में तो होशियार होना। तो इस आईने में अपना फेस देखो, अपनी शक्ल देखो। राजा की आती है, रॉयल फैमिली की आती है, रॉयल प्रजा की आती है, साधारण प्रजा की आती है। कौन सी शक्ल आती है?
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. So today is the last day of month of June, and today is the day when we will transit from one to another. So we will be having new series for month of July. So first we will conclude our series for month of June, and then of course we will start with our new topic for month of July. So please stay back with us. It will be a wonderful topic we'll be seeing and welcoming. So let's start with the conclusion. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Conclusion and experiences. Now we will listen to Moini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, everyone is well. Yes, that's very good. So much learning, right? So much practice. And I feel whatever signals we get, and if we practice them, they all are very timely, because if we are able to inculcate them, they are most needed at this time. So what I find that last month, whole month, the Vyakti signal which was given to us for maintaining self-respect, what kind of self-respect, and then respect everyone. I think it felt like, people go for their eye surgeries or something to do with eye, which clears everything. So as much one is in elevated self-respect, as if vision has changed towards everyone. Even you might notice not much change, but there is change. We look at everyone in their deity form, in their perfect stage, powerful soul, deity soul. So vision has changed. Maybe not all time, but I find that internally there is more respect now for everyone, not getting lost into their nature, their sanskars, which are there, but I don't see all that. What I see is what their specialties, what is their part they have to play, and also how everyone is making efforts in their own way. So my feeling is that it was very useful and very practical, because whatever I give, I sow the seed in others, but also I receive. Because the way you look at someone, the way you talk to someone, you are giving a gift to that person. I always think I have to give a gift. So gift is beautiful, properly wrapped. In the same way, through our thoughts, whatever I have to say, I should try to get the right words, encouraging words, words which can increase enthusiasm, but not words which suppress anyone's qualities, which is very subtle. Sometimes we don't realize. So you are becoming elevated. Your respect is increasing because everyone starts seeing you that way. But if our words are ordinary, not fully wrapped and decorated properly, so elevated self-respect really means making everyone else also elevated, make them feel elevated, not feel them they are worth nothing, they make mistake, or you don't have patience. But just see what they have and respect them for that, so that they can increase their capacities, they can increase their specialties. It's not really a normal way of speaking, even in Lokik world. Someone say, "Oh, I don't want to praise anyone." It's not praise. It's service, it's help, it's cooperation. And respecting person that way. I know that in their lives, those words and the moments become like memorials. Someone mentioned, oh, so many years ago, when you said this, it really stayed with me. So what stays and what doesn't stay? So what should I speak, which stay or doesn't stay? Other things also people hold it, not necessarily accept it. So I think lot of learning and cooperation, it is great help, also blessings in a way, by giving respect to them. So I think we did it, and yeah, it definitely benefited. I had a lot of experiences and many opportunities to help souls to increase their self-respect. no one should be in the low self-respect, right? As much we help them, and that help you can only give by giving respect. So that's what actually was very, very interesting, important. How many of you feel it was useful? Everyone definitely will read that. That's very good, very good. I always say how much Baba from Madhuban keeps sustaining us. So we should also take it properly and practice. Om Shanti.
निर्माणता ब्राह्मणों के जीवन का विशेष श्रृंगार। निर्माणता मन में, वाणी में, बोल में, समन संपर्क में। निर्माणता हर एक के मन में आपके लिए प्यार का स्थान बना देती। निर्माणता हर एक के मन से आपके प्रतुत्वएं निकालेगी। बहुत दुआएं मिलेंगी। बाप दादा इस वर्ष को निर्मल वर्ष का नाम दे रहे हैं। तो क्या याद रखेंगे? निर्माण। तब निर्माण का करते हुए फटाफट होगा। निर्माण बनो, निर्माण करो।
In the month of July, with the feeling of being an instrument and being humble, let us construct the new world. निर्मल और निर्माण बन, विश्व नव निर्माण करो। With special insights from Mohini Didi, followed by Avyakti Journey, sharings by ancestors. Avyakt Murli revision from 1969.
निर्मल हो जीवन अपना, हो संकल्प विमल। निर्मल हो जीवन अपना, हो संकल्प विमल। खुद को हम बदले इतना, जग ये जाए बदल। खुद को हम बदले इतना, जग ये जाए बदल। आत्म परिवर्तन कर ले, विश्व परिवर्तन कर दे।
आत्म परिवर्तन कर ले, विश्व परिवर्तन कर दे।
Om Shanti. Such a beautiful how Bab Dada explains to us about each and every self-respect point, right? So it's a beautiful topic for our month of July, with the feeling of being an instrument and being humble. Construct the new world. Nirmal or Nirman, banke अभी नई दुनिया का, नए विश्व का निर्माण करना है. So we will continue our series with the same schedule from Monday to Sunday, and everyone must be knowing each day's schedule now by heart because it's been so long. So I don't need to repeat, but of course you will get an email, and of course Amritvela as well every morning. And they be sharing in Hindi series, English series, all will remain same, and we'll explore our new topic for month of July. And just before we start our new series, I just want to let you all know that we are not only starting new series, but actually we are in Peace Village, and today is the day when we are starting our Avyakti Parivar children and youth retreat. Those children and youth who had been attending every Saturday Avyakti Parivar class, so it was by invitation only, and there are so many souls, angels, they have arrived here, and it's such a beautiful atmosphere here, and we want to give some of the glimpse of that retreat and also give that experience to every one of you. So tomorrow, Saturday, in the evening, after Didi's sharing for half an hour, our little angels, they will be also sharing what they did here in the retreat. And it will be very inspiring. So would like to invite whoever would like to come and join Zoom and hear their sharing. Just be mindful that this won't be going in YouTube. So if you want to listen, you can just come on to Zoom. It will be only live, no recording. Because of child protection policy, we cannot put them on social media. So we won't do the live YouTube channel, but it will be only on Zoom, and that's only up to that period of time. So if you would like to listen, just be with us in Avyakti Parivar Zoom tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. So these are the only 2 days you'll be able to see them and you'll be able to hear them. So that's for tomorrow and day after. And of course, Saturday, our schedule, we will follow the same schedule from Amritvela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And then tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll be starting our meditation at 6 a.m. Followed by Mohini Didi will be reading Avyakta Hindi Murli, and then we'll have Avyakti Children class from 1:30 to 3 and Avyakti Youth class from 3 to 4. Even though they all are here, some couldn't make it. So of course, we will have class for them. And evening series will be same from Hindi series, continue with the meditation commentary by Didi, and English series, Avyakti Journey. But just let you know, to accommodate our children's sharing, we will be finishing Didi's sharing a little bit early. So we'll adjust everything together. But of course, we'll finish by 8:30. So that's the tomorrow's program. And now let's start with our new series, exploring new topic with the feeling of being an instrument and being humble, construct the new world. And tomorrow is the day 1, July 1st. So tomorrow's topic, to have a pure and clean nature means to have a cool nature. And tomorrow's homework,
Om Shanti. With the feeling of being an instrument and being humble, construct the new world. To have a pure and clean nature means to have a cool nature. Make your nature humble, that is, cool and clean, and you will continue to attain success in every task. Now, especially underline having a pure and clean nature. No matter what happens, your nature should always remain pure and clean. To have a pure and clean nature means to have a cool nature. The situation may be one that has force, but you remain pure and cool. With the power of transformation, put a full stop in a second. There should not be any upheaval inside. Then you will be said to be one with the feeling of being an instrument and being humble. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now let's start with Moini Didi sharing. And today we will also have Sister Shirin with us for chit chat after that. So please be with us. Let's listen to Moini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba said, if you have cool and calm nature, you will be successful. Since I think maybe a few days, that's what I've been practicing, that whatever anyone does, their sanskars, they create different situations. But from the continuity of being respectful, then you naturally will be very calm and cool with everyone. Because what am I creating? No, that's the whole thing, construction. So new world is like new patterns, new relationships, everything different. It's letting go of the old, letting go of the past. And what is the word should there is unadulterated. One is pure, other is clean, third is unadulterated. That means when deeply within there is nothing mixed from the past about someone, because any situation happen, everyone start saying, talking about it in a different way. So if I hear just first thing and I react, then I hear second, then I may, but this is not true. Right? So while listening to everyone, everything, if one stays very, very undisturbed or very calm, very peaceful, then you know the truth. Then you start seeing what is the solution. And that is what we are supposed to do, to build something which is new. And do it in such a way that it helps the souls to bring some transformation in them. So I like very much when Baba is saying, if you are cool and calm, you will be successful. And that is connected with our inner purity, deep within Shuddh, unadulterated. Not holding anything from past or what I have heard from someone. But a lot of time we form opinions based on the opinions of others. We take that impression, but let's deal with the soul, even whatever sanskars that soul has, but let me have that purity in my relationship with the soul. So I think that it's a very, very good topic of, but then that pure, unadulterated or cool and calm nature is deeply connected with humility. if there is even little bit ego of your position or your rights or your authority, that ego will not keep your nature. You will have some kind of force in your nature. Irritation could emerge, subtle anger can emerge. You might not then have patience listening to everyone. Because with humility, there are many, many qualities which emerge with humility. When there is ego, because there are two abilities we have. One is intellect, other is mind. Mind is more connected with heart, the feelings, and intellect is more connected with analysis and reasoning. And so when there is humility, then your power to discern works differently. And your heart also says differently, speaks different. That means what you do, what they call build bridges, in the sense of you always connect, you always build up. Whether it's transformation, Baba calls it world renewal, or it could be establishment of new world. So when we are on this path, the way it is, and when we do our journey in this practical way, you will feel that how you are becoming the part of creating the new world. Anyone, when you move forward, will look at the traces and say, but that's what the transformation, and that's what it is, the creating something new, something different. We always think on an external way, but if we think internally, then this is the only way. To have this nature, to be humble, and then you think, you analyze, you speak, you do actions. So you can see newness and a wave of transformation also, the atmosphere. I think it's really worth experimenting. So I will suggest that we do it all, tomorrow's homework, and continue to maintain and see what changes we able to experience in ourselves and also in general. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good evening. It's a really nice topic, humility and construction. And I like what you were saying just now, that if you don't have humility, then there is some kind of force, and if you don't really think very calmly, and then you won't be able to do construction because of that how they are connected. So I was thinking about the dadis. So share with us a story about any of the dadis, how you saw their humility.
And Dadi Prakashmani was definitely example for us, because, if we have compassion, and that means love for everyone, and you are a kind nature person, then it's like you don't look at anyone's, like Dadis never they must be saying everything, our limits, our weaknesses, but I don't think they ever made us aware of that. They always talked about our specialties, our success, and so that our enthusiasm can increase. So I find that a humble person not only give you the value, importance of your life, but also showers on you different blessings, Because when I came, many of us were teenagers. We didn't know anything. And in those days, it's not you are exposed to a lot of things like now, after 60 years. So we were innocent. We didn't know much. But so we had to grow with them, looking at them, or listening to them and doing what they are doing and teaching us. So it was so clear, like someone said, because we looked at Brahma Baba, we looked at Dadis. So how can there be ego, because we learned from them, we grew with them. And so I always feel lot of respect for them, but there is no ego of any kind because I didn't see in them, behave, even if they give direction. Like Dadi was very firm and she will say things very firmly. You all have to do this. It should be like this. But there was a lot of sweetness. No one felt like she's very strong. There's difference between firmness and strong, right? She was firm because she wanted it to be done. I remember that one time we had conference and 2 days before generator broke down. So how can there be conference? Where is electricity? She said to everyone, she called all those who were in the department, I want to get a generator within 24 hours. Get it from anywhere you have to get. So people knew that it's like direction. So they start calling Jaipur, Ahmedabad, different places. And they found one and they brought one and it was fixed. So I think same is like, one time in Harmony Hall, the lift was not working. So I went in and I said, how long it will take for lift to be fixed? They say, oh, we don't know. I said, who knows then? Somebody has to go to Ahmedabad and get it, somebody to come or get something to fix it. Because people had to go from the back, all the steps, and it was very difficult. So firmness, I think, is very important, which is not a force, which is not ego.
Right, right.
You have to get a task done, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, everyone say, okay, whenever. But that's not the answer, right? Do
Right.
it now, get it fixed, so then it gets done. So sometimes it's like that firmness can be seen as a force, but it is not force. So when Dadis, they were so pure that whatever they said, there was some power in that, and that was power of purity, not of force or ego.
That's lovely, Didi. Especially this difference between firmness and force, because we have to get things done. But how we do it is very important, very important. One of the things that when you were talking about their humility, I was thinking it's like in small things. It's like how they treat you, how they talk to you. It's not grand gestures. It's not like, oh, one thing happened and then they showed their humility, but it's in really small little things that humility happens. Or even construction happens in really small little things. It's not like this one big thing happens. I was thinking when I was reading today's Murli that I was thinking about you, and I was wondering when Baba was saying in the Murli, you have to be careful about your food. So when you came, you were a teenager. So how were you careful about it? Did you make your own food? How did it work out at home?
No, I was very fortunate because my mother, she was able to cook for me. And I had at that time also older sister. She was not married. So our home was like pure. So my mother cooked for all of us. And it's only when Mama was visiting our center, so all the sisters said, oh, you won't feed Mama, you won't. I said, I don't know any cooking because I was youngest. I didn't need to cook. So I never learned cooking. And so, okay, come, we teach you something, one sweet or salty or something which is easy to cook. So I learned a little bit cooking.
So
And
what is the first thing you learned?
um, I think that easy is to make vegetables and pulao. Chapati took long time because you have to make flour and all that. Plus some tolis, like from the milk little peras, because you have to make it thick. And also it was very popular that time was besan toli, mohanthal. It was so popular. They will really make it very, very brown and very tasty. So I will make a little bit, and then gradually we start making large quantity also. But it's important for everyone, every Brahmin, whether young or old, to know how to cook, right?
Right, right.
So then we learn little by little. I was in Guyana, and then when I was, Jayantiben and Lata were there, they had to leave. So they wanted me to introduce to the whole family. Went out for a retreat, and we had wood fire at that time, no gas fire. And these two lit a big wood fire, and then they start cooking. It was so interesting to see them cook so well. They were very good cook. For 60 people they cooked. So I think all BKs, they learn how to cook, right?
Right. You're a good cook, Didi. I've had your food.
I can cook a lot of things.
Yes, yes.
So now small quantity.
Right. One of the things that Baba was saying in the Murli today was about Wawa. And I was Wawa, like everything is Wawa, right? Whatever has happened is wonderful. Whatever is happening is wonderful. Whatever is going to happen is wonderful. So recently, did you have to use this in your life? Oh, everything is wonderful. Did you have to use that lesson?
I never say hi, in the sense of what's going to happen or fear or some situations, yes. Mostly I will say Vahadrama. But some situation like if consistently something happen, then you kind of little bit like, now again something has happened. I thought it's over, but then I realized that the benefit of saying wonderful drama is invoking that energy.
Right.
So when we think positive, it's very good. We are actually emerging something. So I realize the benefit of saying Vaha. Otherwise it looks artificial, that something wrong is happening and you're saying Vaha drama. But it's only when you internally, subtly look at the benefit, then you say, it's wonderful drama. I was saying in Hindi, wonderful is Vichitra, right? Vahadrama, but Vichitra also is strange. So yesterday I was saying sometimes drama is strange, sometimes it's wonderful, but it is wonderful. Ultimately, as Baba said, good is happening, good will happen. Finally, ultimately, we see it's wonderful. Maybe we cannot see the wonder when it's happening, but finally.
I know, right. Sometimes I wonder, like with health and stuff, if we are going through some health challenges, I feel it's still wonderful because finally we are prevented from going through Dharmraj, like we're settling karma here instead of the Dharmraj. So it's still wonderful, even though you might think, oh, why is this happening? But it's still wonderful.
Mama, Dadi Janki used to say, we are purifying elements and more, but also it helps you to be a little bit detached or slow or think a little bit deeply, because when you are only physically running around, but when you cannot and your activity reduces, then you are more introspective, you go deeper. Some people become sad and not feel very good. But I find a lot of benefits, that Baba gives us time. Okay, now you always had been in action, speaking, now you can go in silence or can be with Baba, you can churn knowledge. So there are always benefits, It's good to stay healthy though.
Right. Right. It is good to stay healthy. But if we do get sick, then it's also good.
I got time, you have to say.
Right. Didi, that's it, I think.
Okay,
Om
Okay.
Shanti. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
thank you.
Avyakt Murli, 11th of March, 1971. The means to overcome adverse situations is your original stage. If you turn your back on him, you will easily be saved from being attracted by him. But you do not turn your back on him. When you come close to the cemetery, the face of the corpse is turned towards the cemetery and the feet in the opposite direction. So you do not know how to turn your back on something either. You then turn your face in that direction, and this is why you become trapped by one attraction or another. So you do not know how to turn your back on something or to follow up something. Maya creates many forms in order to attract you. And so instead of turning your back on her, you become attracted by her. When you become attracted, you forget your effort, you forget to move forward, and you come to a standstill. So what will happen? You will take a long time to reach your destination. This is the bhakti of the Kumaris, is it not? So Kumars should keep this toy in front of them. You turn your face towards Maya. When you turn your face towards Maya, you're not able to face the situations that come to you from Maya. If you do not turn your face towards her, you will be able to face the situations created by Maya. Do you understand? Do you know what is the memorial of the Kumars remaining pure and Satoguni? Sant Kumar, the Kumar who always remained young. What is their specialty? They are always shown as young Kumars. It is said that they always have an age of 5 years. This is the praise of purity. Just as 5-year-old children remain completely pure, they stay away from the attractions of relationships. No matter how big their Lokik family may be, their stage is always that of a small, pure child. In the same way, this is the memorial of purity. A Kumar means a pure stage. In that too, a gathering has been portrayed, not just one. As an example, only a few would be shown. So this gathering of yours is a memorial of purity. There should be such purity where there is no thought or experience of impurity. Before you go, you have to create your stage as is shown in your memorial. When you become detached from the things of this world and the relations of this world, you will be loved by the divine family, Bap Dada, and the entire world. Generally, when you become separated from your relatives, or if you become separated in a lokic way also, then by being separated, you are loved more. If you stay with them, or if you have attachment in that relationship, then you're not loved that much. That is a lokic situation, but here you have to be detached with knowledge. You must not simply be detached externally. There should be no attachment of the mind either. The more detached you become, you will definitely be that much loved. At the moment, you become detached from your body, and this stage of being detached is loved by the self also. Have you ever had this experience? When you have attachment to your body, when you cannot become detached, you do not love yourself and you yourself feel distressed. In the same way, if you do not become detached from external attachment, then instead of being loved, you become distressed. To be continued. Om Shanti.
With the feeling of being an instrument and being humble, construct the new world. To have a pure and clean nature means to have a cool nature. Make your nature humble, cool, and clean, and you will continue to attain success in every task. Now, especially underline having a pure and clean nature. No matter what happens, your nature should always remain pure and clean. To have a pure and clean nature means to have a cool nature. The situation may be one that has force, but you remain pure and cool. With the power of transformation, put a full stop in a second. There should not be any upheaval inside. Then you will be said to be one with the feeling of being an instrument and being humble.
निर्मल और निर्माण बन विश्व नवनिर्माण करो। निर्मल स्वभाव अर्थात बिल्कुल शीतल शुद्ध। अपने स्वभाव को निर्मल अर्थात शीतल शुद्ध बना दो तो हर कार्य में सफलता मिलती रहेंगी। अभी निर्मल स्वभाव के ऊपर विशेष अंडरलाइन करो। कुछ भी हो जाए लेकिन अपना स्वभाव सदा निर्मल रहे। निर्मल स्वभाव अर्थात बिल्कुल शीतल शुद्ध। कोई भी बात जोश दिलाने वाली हो लेकिन आप निर्मल रहो। परिवर्तन शक्ति के आधार पर सेकंड में बिंदी लगा दो। अंदर हलचल न हो तब कहेंगे निर्मल और निर्माण। ओम शांति।
Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.